Hello Pisces, welcome to your February 2022 reading. We're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Pisces, and whatever comes out, I will relate to you through the cards. Now, right off the bat, I'm getting that the floodgates are opening and it's divine timing is at work in your life. So something really big is getting ready to take place, and I'm very excited. The energy vibrations are very, very positive in this reading. So this is for the sun, moon, and rising. Venus is at the end. We will take a look at married and coupled, and then single people at the very end of the reading. But let's start off with you. We're going to see what's going on with inside of you, what's ever going on around you, and then we'll pull out detail of people, places, and anything else that comes through this reading for you. So we are starting off with the Ten of Cups, and I love this energy with the Ten of Cups. When we're talking about divine timing, it's like, oh my gosh, this is abundance. This is all those beautiful blessings are getting ready to happen for our beautiful zodiac sign of Pisces. So this is that moment where, and I feel like the last one or two readings were not necessarily very positive, because it's for the majority of the group of people that are meant to watch the video. A lot of people don't want to grow. They want to stay where they're at, and that's okay. That's their choice. But for this group, you've done the work. You've done all of that hard shadow work, really analyzing who you are, what you want, what direction do you want to go. Like, you're ready to make big, bold, beautiful changes, and it's all coming down from divine timing into your lap in the month of February. Now, it may very well start off in the beginning of the month, because that's what I'm hearing for you. You're going to start off feeling high vibration. We also have the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords can represent a person around you, but we're looking at you right now. So as far as looking at you, this is you being able to communicate what it is you love, being able to really express your feelings and your thoughts with the people around you in your work environment as well as your home environment, because now you know who you are. Now you have been just doing all of this work, and the floodgates are going to open. There is truth going to come in around you. Probably on a family level. It could be a friend, but I feel it's like a big family, like a grouping of like, you know, a family, right? I don't need to expand on that. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is being centered and grounded. When we're centered and grounded, we can take that beautiful moment to say and be a leader and step into the role that you are now moving into. It may be a family leader. You may be getting in a relationship where it's an instant family, or it's his, mine, and ours, right? Theirs, mine, and ours. Whatever it is, you're going to have to create some boundaries when it comes to life in general. And that's what I feel is really happening. Like, that may have been the final step that you needed to do in order for this divine timing to come down and bless you with the blessings. Now, for some of you, it has everything to do with letting go of a family and reestablishing your take on relationships, is what I heard. Your take on relationships. You may have thought you needed to give, and someday, if you're good enough, it'll come back. And that's not the truth, right? It's give and take and give and take. And it's like actually balancing all of this out. And now this is coming into you. This is a big moment for you. So being in this beautiful place that you're coming to in the month of February, and it's your birthday month, okay? So it may happen right before your birthday, but most definitely it is going to take place in the month of February, where this shining star is going to just twinkle. All right. Now, last night I went out. It was really beautiful. I'm still in New York right now. And I went out last night, and the moon was, you know, like how we see it, like it's a partial moon. But it looked like it had a face in the center of it, just like we see in the cartoon sketches and things like that. I was blown away, because out here the sky is one solid color, and then those stars and the moon are brilliant, and they're just spaced, you know, just so, where you can see the actual constellation out here. And like in the desert, when I lived out there, there was a ton of stars everywhere. So it was really much more difficult to see the definition of each of the constellations. And my point being is like, this is going to shine down on you and you're just going to know. Now the moon may have something to do with it. You are Pisces and you are about the moon and the emotional body inside of you. But now you're going to be able to speak this. So when the moon phase comes, it may be in the beginning of February, right in that first week, right around, what is it, the 7th, 8th, 9th of the month. There's the moon phase, and then there's one at the end of the month as well. It may possibly start in January, and that's the triggering one. But one of these 3 moon phases is that moment where you're going to feel it. You're going to feel blessed. You're going to know exactly what you need to do to wrap things up. But reestablishing how you approach life, how you approach people and relationships overall in general is very highlighted in this month. So let's take a look and pull some cards to look at detail of who you're dealing with. Now we do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy on the board. And we know all about them, and that is that beautiful communication. You have the card of patience that came out, and the card of patience, it may have started in the month of, I'm seeing December 15th. So the second to the third part, which is actually rolling into Capricorn. But it may have started this process inside of you where you started feeling like, I get the feeling something's coming, but I don't know what it is. Well, now it's going to show itself. So through the month of January, you may even have had doubt, but reestablishing those boundaries is what's going to pull you through. You have the card of the Nine of Swords, and this is that little bit of worrying about whether or not it's going to come through. And it's right underneath the Seven of Wands, and that's what I'm talking about. If you're dealing with a person that you've been very patient with, and they are very commanding and almost dictatorship type of a vibration, that is getting ready to change. Okay, it is literally going to change because you're changing. You're going to have this carefree attitude, like, I don't care. I just don't care what you tell me to do. I'm going to do what feels right for me. And that doesn't mean defy other people. It does mean being true and honest within you. The floodgates are going to open, and you may actually tell them how you feel, and there may be some concern about that, absolutely. Because when we tell somebody how we feel, we're always worried if we love them, if it's going to, result in a positive way. And this one is, because you're going to do it with love. You're not going to do it from a place of being curt or rude or, trying to discriminate them in any way. This is you saying, this is what happens and this is how I feel. Like really expressing what you have not been able to express for 7-10, 7 to 10 months, 7 to 10 years for some of you. You and your partner, you and your family, you're going to really look at things from a different angle because you're going to take that leadership role. You're going to step into this beautiful que sera. I'm going to let it go and I'm going to see what happens. And that's why divine timing comes in. Let it go and allow it to flow in. And that is beautiful. Now, with this is that card of patience, which it takes a very long time to get to that point for some of us. I mean, some people can get to it very, very quickly, but the majority of us don't. It takes a while. And we've been working on this for a couple of years, if not even sooner. Some of you may have started, like I said, 7 to 10 years ago. So it may have started this whole journey, this analysis, this intertwining and unwinding of finding your own true self since the year of 2012, okay? Now, you have the Hermit card, and the Hermit is saying, watch your back as you look forward. You may have somebody around you that has that carefree attitude around you, and it causes you to trip and stumble. Somebody that you do trust. I mean, you've done the research on them, you know who they are, you know them inside and out. However, there could have been some denial in the past, and that denial made you fall on your face or trip and stumble. But now that you're awoken to what's going on around you, You know, with this Hermit card, it's paying attention to what you can't see. It's looking at this light in the middle of the darkness and following the light, and you really don't know what is out there. This cliff is so narrow. It is such a fine little line for us to walk on. And if we have a snake in our way, we could jump, we could actually trip and stumble, and that's what this card is saying. So watch whoever is around you, have eyes in the back of your head, because whoever you think this is, they may not be exactly who you think they are. We have the Three of Swords, and that's the heartbreak. That's the pain that's associated to whoever this representation of the snake is around you. We usually all have at least one, okay? Every family, every life, every experience, there's usually one person in there that doesn't quite fit. They don't quite get it. And sometimes people hurt us and they have no idea that they're actually hurting us because they come from a place that isn't on the same page as us. The causing the quarreling, the fighting, this is a situation, for some of you, this was a family dynamic where there was a lot of quarreling between 5-6 people. That could be mother, brother, sister, and your children. It could be any number of people in your family or close friends where you were at wit's end. I heard wit's end, okay? And I'm hearing that you're recalibrating your compass. That's what I just heard. You're recalibrating your compass. So your compass is what guides you in the night when you can't see. You see how that coordinates it. It guides you. And the compass is going to lead you in the direction that you need to go. So don't worry and be the fool and take and embrace your own life and do what feels right for you from the gut. Not because a psychic told you or anybody else, even your parents, with this Empress here. This is the divine energy that is coming back to you. That's about empowerment in a big way. Male or female, because this is a general reading, you're going to pull your own personal power back by the end of February, and the floodgates are going to open because it is going to be an amazing experience. The enlightenment and actual ascension is going to take place for some of you, where you're going to feel an out-of-body experience. And I don't know that I've ever shared it, and if I did, it probably would be more in my membership groups than out here, you know, live on YouTube. But it is an incredible experience for those of you who have already done it. You know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, it is one that you will never forget, but in a very positive way. So this is just reestablishing boundaries so that you don't have any more of this conflict, because whoever you're dealing with, I feel, has that manipulative, over-domineering type of a personality. And with that personality comes, I want it my way, all right? Now, they could be narcissistic. All of us are at one point in time, somewhere down the line, and we don't even recognize it. But this person knows what they're doing. So it isn't about them being a victim. It's more like playing a role of poor me. Poor me, okay? And that may be the floodgates where they're doing this kind of a fakeness around you. You're going to know how that resonates with you. Whoever this person is, for this group of you, it could be anybody. It could very well be a boss. You're setting new boundaries. You're going to do it like this. You're pulling your power back, baby. And this is great because divine timing is helping you to say, here you go. What are you going to do with this situation? Now, when it comes to work, you have an amazing opportunity getting ready to come in. And I feel for some of you, you've already applied for the job. It may have been 10 days ago. It could have been 10 weeks ago. But I feel for a lot of you, it was in the month of January. So most likely it was 10 days ago. This is an opportunity that is going to have you restructure your life because it's a really great opportunity. One that is going to make you feel that carefree kind of traveling, and it may include traveling where you're going to go, and I feel some of you, this is like being a teacher. So it's going and working for a large corporation where you're going from one state to another, and you're training as you go along, and it's going to be really, really a beautiful moment for you. Now, you may be a little bit worried and concerned about your family when you do this, but they're saying again, follow your gut, okay? Follow your intuition when it comes to this offer. Whatever this job offer is, it is going to be really good for you. And this is what you've been asking for, this opportunity to share all of your wisdom in some way. Whatever it is, whatever level of life, you are sharing your education, your skill set, and your wisdom in this new opportunity. So let's take a look at any of the adversities that could come through, any of the challenges, the struggles that may occur. Now, you do have the card of the World that came out, and the World card is about travel. It is about a new experience coming in and starting a new chapter in our life, and that's exactly what I feel you're doing. So this isn't like a brand new job opportunity, a brand new revised family unit where now it has structure and before it didn't. And the job may be why the structure is there. But with this World card comes that travel, international travel, travel from afar, distance. And with the distance can create that separation of the mind. Do I or don't I go? So the challenge in the beginning of the month is going to be, do you want to accept this position? It is meant for you, and you're probably going to feel it and know that this is meant for you, that the changes that are coming about are actually meant for you. But you also are very well aware that it's going to create some turbulence in your family dynamic, in your life in general. Let's say traveling back and forth. That isn't an easy thing to do, although it sounds really glamorous. It is actually very exhausting unless you are used to doing it on a regular basis. They're saying, don't worry, you've got an amazing partnership coming in. This is your divine masculine and feminine. You're going to be centered and grounded in order to take on this job opportunity. Now, when it comes to romance, yeah, you've got some changes coming in your relationship. These changes, we're going to take a look right now at love, all right? We're going to look at those of you who are in a relationship, a committed relationship, and then we're going to look at singles, because these last four cards have to do with your romantic life. What? I don't know. Let's take a look. So I hope you guys enjoy this reading. Please subscribe to the channel, and we're going to grow together as we create a wonderful community of like-minded people. Now, this is saying you deserve love, okay? And Pisces, you know you deserve love, and you love love. You're in love with love. And that's what I dig about Pisces, okay? They love love. They're romantic. A healthy Pisces knows how to take a dream and turn it into a reality, where an unhealthy Pisces will be the dreamer but never come through. You're going to come through on your end, and you're going to expect other people to come through. Whoever you're dealing with, your partner, is going to come through too. You know you deserve love. So if I've been doing this for you, you're going to have to give back to me. That in itself is going to make this tower take place. That is going to have to be that fool in you where it's like, I'm going to take a risk because what I'm doing right now, it doesn't feel right. So being open and honest with your partner and making the decision to make this huge change that is literally going to break down the barriers that the two of you have created between each other and open up a new segment in your relationship. Now, I feel it's very workable. It's very workable because you're pulling back your personal power. And as we pull back our power, people tend to come our direction, including your romantic partner. So you've got an amazing situation, an opportunity to repair a relationship, or just simply take it to a whole brand new level if you're already on the same page. All right, let's take a look at singles. And we have separation. Okay, now this isn't just talking about separation in you. Remember, we were just speaking about the Two of Swords. This is your mind, your thoughts, this is your emotions being in balance in order to make a clear and concise decision. You have a situation coming in. This is a partnership. Some of you, you may already know the person. I mean, you might, but I don't think that's the majority of you. What I'm feeling is you're going to meet somebody that's going to remind you of somebody that you're already separated from. A reminder of why you left them. A reminder of why you fell in love with them. Whether that relationship worked out or not, it's going to help you make a choice in this new partnership. The Two of Cups. This is a beautiful pairing of two people, but this is going to be a soul connection for you, and they're going to trigger you. It's like a test. Okay, divine timing is at play in this reading. Very powerful about divine timing and the floodgates opening. This is crying out, cleansing, releasing, and saying thank you, because you've got this new opportunity coming in. This new person is going to make you feel very carefree about life, because you've already endured all of that. So it's like a reminder, you've already been through that. So let that go and open up. And this new person, you're going to make a beautiful decision based on a separation that took place within you and another person. And it doesn't mean that you're in a relationship with them, but you ended that relationship. But that separation made you grow to where you can recognize a healthy, beautiful love relationship. And that is what is coming in for our beautiful Pisces. Have an amazing month of February. Thank you for watching. Much love.